What does the future hold? Psalm 77, verse 11 and 12. I will earnestly recall the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will earnestly remember the wonders you performed for our fathers of old. I will meditate also upon all your works and consider all your mighty deeds. None of us knows for sure what the future holds. This lack of knowledge often opens the door for fear. What if I become disabled? What if my spouse dies? What if my child dies? What if we have another world war? What about terrorism? What kind of world will I be living in 25 years from now? Wondering about things we don't have answers to opens the door for fear. Instead of wondering, trust God that whatever your future holds, He will enable you to handle it when the time comes. Wherever you are going, God has already been there and paved the way for you. This isn't a one-time decision. It's a choice you make every day to simply trust Him. Simply trust Him. I look at some of the things people go through and I say to myself, I am afraid I could never go through that with the graciousness and the courage I have seen them display. Then I remind myself that when we must go through something negative, God gives us the strength to do so. When we merely fear going through something, we do it without any help from God at all. When I look back over my life and remember some of the things God has brought me through, I think, how did I do that? It was because of God's grace. It was because of God's power. He enabled me to do what I needed to do at the time. And He will always do the same thing for you if you ask Him to. We may not know the future, but if we we may not know the future, but if we know the one who holds the future in His hands, we can look forward to it expectantly and without fear. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. Why? Because God is still in control. Trust in Him. Okay? Next time you're tempted to look at a situation and think you could never go through something like that, remember a time when God has proven Himself trustworthy in your personal life. You trusted Him before, and you can do it again. All right? Take care and happy Saturday. Bye-bye.